Illinois has intentionally reduced its prison population and made changes to sentencing laws to reduce offenders' time behind bars. Now, some victims' family members are calling for the state to reverse directions when it comes to those who murder children. Amanda VINICKY joins us now with more. Amanda.
Yeah, Paris, a lot of changes are coming to Illinois' criminal justice system. There's that effort to reduce the prison population that you mentioned. And then also in January, a new law that's going to be intermittently taking effect that was pushed by Illinois' black legislators that does things like eliminating cash bail, making it easier to decertify police, and then also give those who are detained more rights. Now, State Representative LaSHAWN Ford says that he realizes his plan to stiffen penalties breaks from that trend. He is pushing to make killing a child a capital offense.
A capital offense means that you will go to jail for life or you will be put to death for the killing of a baby in the state of Illinois.
Ford introduced his plan alongside the parents of a 4-year-old boy killed in September while he was getting his hair braided in Woodlawn.
He was shot in front of me, 2 bullets to the head, and enough is enough. We don't even live in that area. We was out helping a friend of mine from college. I'm a college graduate, engineering degree, and I'm just living my life trying to do right for me and my family, and what happened to my son, I wouldn't wish on anybody.
MOULTRY says he's an 80s baby, born and raised in Chicago, went to Alabama for college, and he never says he would have come back, brought his family to the city of Chicago had he known what would happen to his son, MYCHAL James Moultry Jr. It is hard for him and MYCHAL's mother to talk about it, and yet they are determined to.
It's been over 70 days. 70 days since they took my boy from me. Thank you. He was our only son. He was smart. He is brilliant. He had manners. He was respectful. And he was loved by everyone that he met.
More than 70 days later, no charges filed, no arrests. GREGG says with her son taken from her, she has nothing left. She has no choice but to be fearless, spending her days knocking on neighbors' doors trying to hunt MYCHAL's killer. GREGG describes it as giving purpose to her pain. Through that work, she has gotten to know the mother of Miguel Angel Rios, who was shot last July after visiting a friend in Little Village.
It's been a year and 4 months for me. This message is for the killer. You destroyed my life. You took a good boy. My son was a good kid.
Illinois abolished the capital punishment in 2011, but Representative Ford says he wants the U.S. Attorney's Office to take on cases of child victims. The death penalty is still legal for federal prosecutions. He believes it will deter criminals who now know, he says, that they can get away with murder. While he's personally against the death penalty in concept, he says victims' families at least deserve for officials to reignite this conversation.
Something has to be done. And so that's what I'm working on as well. The reason you guys are able to hide, the reason you guys don't have to come forward and you feel very comfortable shooting children and going back home and laying at night is because the laws need to change. The justice system has failed these children. I just think this is unfair. These criminals are out there destroying families and they could get away with it. Something needs to be changed. I know there's nothing that's gonna bring my child back, but I'm gonna continue fighting for my son's justice. My son did not deserve what they did to him. My son was a great kid. He was a hardworking young man. And if you did the crime, you could do the time.
If you a man, you can put a gun in your hand, step up, take your bid like a man. Because I'm taking mine like a man and I'm dealing with it every day.
Now, the action that they are pressing for, we don't have precise language yet. Ford is still drafting that bill, but he says that it is going to be a big part of his work as the chair of the Illinois House Violence Prevention Task Force. He also is seeking funding for witness protection. With that, Paris, back to you after that heartbreaking story.
Certainly heartbreaking and compelling testimony from everybody you interviewed there. All right, Amanda, thank you so much.